let this be an encouraging word for you that what's for you is for you. If you are going through the same thing over and over again, it's because God is trying to teach you something that you are just not quite getting yet. He has to get rid of the old version of you to bring the new. Because I know you have moments of where you're like, when God, how God, how is it going to happen? Am I ever going to get it? I had those moments too, you guys. When I was going through seasons and God was prepping me, God was trying to get rid of the old version of me to bring out the new and improved version of me. I was questioning him, and stuff like that. And everything that happens in your life has a time for it. And you have to realize that anything that is for you will not pass you by. You have to come to peace with that. Guys, I had to come to peace with it, okay? Because I'm like, okay, God is taking me through these seasons for a reason, okay? God is trying to develop something in me. He's trying to grow me. I literally asked him for this prayer, and I'm literally trying to skip the process. I can't do that. I have to allow God to come in and change my heart, do whatever he needs to do so that whenever he gives me this blessing that I asked him for, I'm able to maintain it. And you have to realize that God planned your life down to the T. Did you really think that he didn't include your husband or wife in it? And so you have to understand that the enemy will try anything to get you to doubt God. And just like the enemy studies you, you need to study the enemy and ask God to increase your discernment so you can recognize it. Because it's true. The enemy studies you. So why don't you do a reverse Uno? I know that sounds silly. And you need to learn how to study how the enemy works so that you can be able to be like, okay, this is not my thinking. This is the enemy trying to get me to get out of the will of God. This is the enemy trying to mess with me, and stuff like that. You have to learn and ask God to open your eyes, okay, and give you wisdom on how to handle your seasons, especially when the enemy is just throwing everything that he can at you. And so I'm here to remind you that you need to spend more time with God first and feed your spirit more instead of your flesh. More importantly, you can't rush God, you guys. I know you feel like you're ready. You feel like, hey, I want this thing now, but you have to put in the work first, okay? He's not going to bring it to you unless you are ready. And so stop trying to rush God, okay? Because you can't. And go live your life and have faith and let God work it out for you. That is his job, okay? Your job is to allow him to clean up whatever he needs to clean up on the inside of you. You go and live your life, meaning go have fun, go hang out with your friends, go to work, go about your normal routine, okay? And have faith and keep God first and watch what he does. I say this all the time. When I finally let go of that, wanting to have that control over everything, my finances, my love life, that is when I saw God move. When I allow him to change my mindsets, because you're going to need a mindset change in this journey, okay? You're going to need a mindset change. And so when I finally allow him to do that to me, because again, I went through the same thing, you guys. That is when I saw stuff happening. I did. And it's truly a blessing that, and I used to always tell God, do not bring me my blessing unless I'm ready for it, because I don't want to do anything on my own accord, And so, yeah. So just be still, let God work it out for you, and you're going to be fine.